Have you ever just seen a title of a video and just thought some people are just born to be YouTubers? Like, who even comes up with such a title? You'll never look at MacG the same ever again. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't watched a podcast in a while. No hate, there's nothing hate about it. I watch the clips all the time. Just that I don't get enough time. I don't know. Maybe I just lost interest in the podcast. No hate. I still enjoy the clips. I used to watch it a lot. I just move on to other podcasts. You know what I watch? I watch Hot Tour podcast. I don't know if you guys check that. It's the best podcast in the world. You guys, if you don't know that, it is the best podcast in the world. Hot Tour.
Podcaster of the Year 2021, SA Social Media Dominance of the Year, over 1 million YouTube subscribers. Podcast and Chill is big.
Arguably, in his own way, he's become an icon.
You Mr. Fill Up too.
It is the biggest podcast. Podcast and Chill, it is the biggest podcast in Africa, right? Like, to pull 1 mil subscribers in South Africa, it's hard, bro. Doing YouTube in South Africa is hard.
Cool. It's so cool, man. I think you are so cool.
Wait, I don't think you understand just how big it actually is. They filled up Sunbet Arena. Do you know how many people it actually takes to fill up Sunbet Arena? Yeah. I've been wondering for the longest time how this guy, who describes himself as
I'm a purist at heart,
you are an alcoholic,
went from being an underpaid radio intern to hosting what might be the most popular podcast in Africa.
I mean, when we started the podcast, people were laughing at me like, he's a vlogger. Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. They were laughing at me. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's MacG. It's not going anywhere.
I'm not necessarily a chiller myself. At least I wasn't before the story. But by definition, I probably am at this point because for the sake of this piece, I've listened to a lot of MacG.
Any guy, I just thought because that's how I feel, everybody else would feel like that.
The guys in the room agree.
No,
God, can we give props to this guy, bro? The editing, oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm impatient.
I just wanted to understand where this guy came from, what his deal is, and what he even talks about during these like 2-hour-long episodes that millions of people listen to. Because
I'm saying this, editing from an editor, especially the color grading. I'm so like this. That's what I do, chat. If you guys don't know why I'm so used to being live, to talking with live chat, like every time I say chat. Okay, watch this chat. I'm just gonna say chat. I'm gonna call you guys chat. Let's this. The 2 apps that I most use on my PC. It's Premiere Pro and After Effects. I'm a full-time editor, like full-time. So what I do.
Because for better or worse, he's influencing a lot of people. Let me show you how MacG can sit around chatting with celebrities, Saul and Ghost Lady, and somehow get millions of people to tune in.
He's unpredictable.
My Mac is unfiltered.
That's what they say about you now. They say we must not come here. You are homophobic. You have no respect for women. You're going to ask me about sex.
Well, you ask a lot of shit, dog.
No, it's stuff that people want to know, bro.
The year's 2000, South Africa. President Mandela has done his thing. Kwaito music is blasting from every taxi rank in town. What's not to love? A young MacGyver Mokwevo begins his podcasting career as a child star on ETV's Crazy E.
Bro, I feel like some people just look the same, bro. Even when I look at this picture, like look at this video, I feel like MacG has been looking like this forever. Like, so I feel like I've changed. I've been grown. Like for me, example, I'll make an example with me. When I was young, I used to be ugly. Like you know, not yeah. I would say ugly. It's fair to say ugly, guys. Chat, come on. I used to be ugly. Like not a very attractive person. You know, puberty hit me late. You know, my friends were having puberty around maybe grade 9, grade 10, grade 11. They had the puberty. Puberty hit me matric, middle of the year. That's where puberty hit me. That's where I started growing up, having a little bit of deeper voice, you know. That's where the beard was starting, you know, tight shit, you know. The cool. I don't know. I said I had a late glow up, and I think it's the best. I don't wanna lie. Like the people who used to be like good looking in high school, now they're fucking ugly. Now I'm just like, bro. I'm just like, look at me, a supermodel, bro. Out here building pure muscle. Okay, I need to work on this shit. My arm is too small. Fuck that shit.
After popular TV character Angus MacGyver, MacG was born for life behind a microphone.
When did you realize that mom named you after a TV character?
I realized when I was growing up, like when I'd get home, she'd have cassettes of the series. and she'd always play it. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Who's this guy? What's he all about?
Is this my dad?
And you made reference to it, not having a father figure around. Is that how you describe your upbringing? I was fortunate enough that my mother never made me feel like I didn't have a father.
Speaking on that, tell them about the story with your granny, bro. That get goosebumps every time, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't wanna lie though. When I first started this title, I thought it's gonna be something when I talk about something bad. When they say you'll never look at MacG the same, I thought there was gonna be some scoop, because I love scoop. I like the gossip. I like the bad news travel. I like to talk about toxic shit. I don't know. I mean, girls tell me I'm toxic all the time. You know, I think I am, to be fair. I like bad news. I
told this at Sunbet. My grandmother passed away in 2010. Okay. And we're very, very close. So she was sick. She was at the hospital, which was heartbreaking for me.
Because this is your girl, man.
Yeah, we were so close. I was closer to my grandmother than I was to my mother, because she raised me, you know. Literally, like about a minute before she passed away, she said to me, MacGyver, do not leave the mic.
Raised by grandmother, a single parent and aunt, young MacG takes his first step into a career in media and entertainment.
When I got my TV gig at Crazy, I saw Bo Saifo, Hurusani Ravere on Yo TV. And I'm like, Mom, hey, I want to be like them just on TV.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, cool. Well, there's a new station starting. It's called ETV. Here are the offices. And I literally got in a taxi that same day, barefooted. and
barefooted?
Barefooted. So I got in the taxi by myself, went to Santon, met up with the CEO. I'm like, I want to be on TV. He took me to an audition the same day. And the next day, I started my first show.
Okay, it's the early 2000s, and here we have a 15-year-old MacGyver. And I mean, this guy is actually good. He's got that magnetic personality and raw talent, even back then. Just a little reckless, though.
No shade. I mean, I'm not the only one with fucked up teeth, bro. Did you see that guy's teeth? Oh my god, it's cracked, bro. How do you even fix that? Mine is hidden. My fuck up teeth is hidden. You guys can see it. I mean, even when I talk, I'm like, you know, tight shit. You won't even be able to see it. I got fucked up teeth. I mean, only 2 of them. But, you know, you guys will never see them.
After 5 years of doing his thing at Crazy E, it's clear that he was born to do this.
But then he leaves. How tall is MacG? I think I'm taller than MacG, right?
Crazy E and transitions into radio. Now, this is where things start getting, well, a little wild. He finds himself in Johannesburg working at a small community radio station in Gandhi Square. He's doing the top 40 countdowns every Saturday, running the show and talking to the masses. A fresh-faced kid with a confident voice. But I mean, come on. Community radio in the middle of Gandhi Square? That's where the hustle starts. It was rough around the edges, much like MacG's personality at the time. Soon enough, MacG lands a gig at YFM, the cool kid of South African radio stations, and boy, did things heat up here. He starts on the graveyard shift because, you know, where else would you put a 20-something-year-old kid with too much energy and a tendency to push boundaries? MacG's popularity rises as he takes on the early morning and lunchtime slots, but with fame comes, well, trouble. 2010, he gets suspended and eventually fired. Why? Well, MacG got a little too comfortable with his bad boy persona, mocking gay people on air. He even played that infamous clip of a Ugandan pastor ranting about gay people. Yeah, that "Why are you gay" clip. He apologized, of course, but
bro, that clip is legendary. Like, I don't think it has any hate or stuff. Oh my god, my camera is frozen. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, it's fine. I don't think it has something bad or bad intention to it. I don't think it's if you're gonna call that clip hate, come on, bro, come on. So we're not allowed to talk. They should just say we're not allowed to talk about gay people, bro. I think that clip is just like, why are you gay? It's a simple clip. That guy, damn, is a G, bro. He became an internet phenomenon. It's like Hwak Tuo, you know. It's one of those people who just became an internet phenomenon, which is unexpectedly. I wish that moment can happen to us. Some of us, we need that. I need that. Oh my god, bro. I need that. I need that moment of just like going viral. Oh my god, so I can pay my bills. I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired of this, bro. I press play, right?
Oh. FM wasn't having it. And just like that, MacG was kicked out. Strike one.
You mentioned Fat Joe. There are people who say you are a version of him.
Yeah.
for a number of reasons, getting fired.
But that wasn't the first or last time MacG got into trouble at YFM. One time, he disappears from air for over an hour. Why? He was off trying to smash a baddie. Now, before you think this is some romantic story, it wasn't. He didn't even, seal the deal. So yeah, MacG was fired for nothing. You disappoint, my guy.
So when do you meet your fiance in all this madness of your career?
Oh man, it was I just started at 947.
Yes.
Still doing graveyard.
Sure.
And then we met at what's this place by Parkhurst. And then I was on her from the first moment we met. And I literally told her Jolly Cools that same day we met. I was like, I'm gonna marry you one day.
Hold on, MacG. Hold on. Let's not forget we're on a bit of a budget here. It's around 2018 and the man is pretty much broke. Sure, he's got a potential fiancé and all that romantic stuff, but the truth is, he's jobless. Well, not entirely broke, but he's now that broadcasting bad boy that nobody wants to hire. Well, besides being jobless, by the end of the 2010s, MacG had a lot of experience. He was an entertainer, he was fun and charismatic. He had built a network of interesting people, he was funny, hardworking and persistent. All the ingredients he would need for his next move. Podcasting.
So I'm like, you know what, let me start this podcast. Yeah. Just to stay some sort of relevant. Yeah. But also to keep the fire burning within me of broadcasting, so that I don't stress too much about not having money, and having to sell the house, and, having to provide for my kid. So every time, literally, when we recorded during that time, it was just escapism. Nothing else. Nothing else. Yeah. Just from what was happening to me at that time.
2018, MacG, his girlfriend and his best friend record the first episode of what would become Podcast and Chill. It's a sprawling conversation covering everything from MT and Nasty C to the World Cup. They're a few episodes in and still a little clueless what to call the podcast.
Podcast and Chill, the name came about, I was with Len, we were drinking. It's like, so we're going to call this podcast. And at the time, the phrase Netflix and Chill was popping. So we're like, Podcast and Chill. That's it. Then I whipped out Canva, did the logo, literally in like 10 minutes. It's been the same since. Yeah, we did the cassette thing, Podcast and Chill, let's rock, chief. And we rocked it. And then there was a lady from the UK who we had on the show somehow. And she's like, so what are we going to call ourselves? Like, Beyonce has the Beehive. Oh, yes, okay. And then she's like, how about we call ourselves Chillers? Wow. And then we're like, dope, done. We're going to call each other Chillers now.
I want you to remember that this was way back in 2018 and podcasts weren't really a thing yet, especially in the African space. At the time, the numbers were decent, nothing too crazy. But then, they feature Zinhle on the show and things go wild. Numbers went crazy.
I remember getting calls like, yo, Zintle's on 1,000. I'm like, hey, 1,000. And then 10,000. Hey, 10,000. And then 50. I'm like, yo.
With time, they're making huge numbers and host some of the biggest names in the country. EFF President Julius Malema pulls up. You know him. He goes on and on about African colonial borders and how they're just remnants of a colonial era. We had actress Pearl Tusi and Connie Chiume, actors Israel Mateke Zulu, Rapulani Sipemo and John Kani, rappers MT, flutist Walter Kalaman, DJ Black Coffee and sports presenter Robert Marawa. At this point, Podcast and Chill had grown to become a platform where every celebrity actually wants to be a guest. But I mean, it was all on paper, or to be more precise, just numbers on the internet. We all didn't realize just how big this thing actually was until April 15, 2023.
Ladies and gentlemen, are there any chillers in the house?
As if filling up Sunbet Arena wasn't enough, MacG proposes love for the third time to his long-term girlfriend. Yeah, he got rejected all the other times. Speak about persistence, right? But I mean, if you think about it,
MacG proposed to his girl like two times and she rejected, and then I don't know the backstory. Maybe there's some reasons that it might be that they both understand. I mean, MacG knows why she rejected. I would never do that shit. I'm even like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm young, this mentality will change. The idea of me getting on one knee and please marry me. Bro, maybe I might look at this big, maybe I might do it one day and someone might play this clip. I don't know. But Hey, listen, bro. If I propose, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna be like, I'll be chilling at the dinner table. I'll just slide the ring. I won't get on one knee and be like, yo, but just hell no. I will never get on one knee for a girl and ask her to marry me. That's just like, I see that as simping, bro. I'll just like slide the ring. I'll be like, yo, tie shit. Okay, that is stupid. That is cringe. I don't know. I might come up with something a little bit more romantic, heartwarming, heart touching. But for me to be on one knee, nah. If she says no, that would be the end of the relationship. If I ask a girl to marry her and then she says no, understandable. I'll be sad, I'll be heartbroken, but also it'll be the end of the relationship. I won't do what MacG did. Like go back over and over and over and over and over. Nah. I would never do that, bro. I would never do that.
He wasn't the broke, jobless boy anymore.
I was like, I'm gonna marry you one day.
How much money have you made so far?
Not a lot.
Have you made $1 million yet?
Yeah.
But he isn't alone in all of this. The Saw, Master of Puns, and Ghost Lady, the faceless co-host.
MacG, why Saul? I mean, you could have chosen anyone. You could have chosen Fresh. He was out of a job.
Like, I think people don't understand that if anyone has the opportunity to be in the presence of Saul, they're very lucky because he's a ball of energy and he's genuine and he gives so much to people.
Warm. Yeah.
And I mean, I'm blessed to be with him and work with him every single week. I mean, sometimes I look on the other, at my chain, I look at him while he's talking. I'm like, my goodness, this guy is amazing.
Okay, so it seems like my job or this thing that we do here has become me dedicating a significant amount of time to watching hundreds of hours of episodes that I wouldn't watch otherwise. But still, I'm only scratching the surface. These episodes are long and there's like 2,000 of them. We're talking thousands and thousands of hours of this stuff. Well, I also had some chats with some long-time MacG listeners for some insights, and now, after all these hours of consuming MacG's content, I realized that MacG is really good at one thing: disarming his guests and getting them to open up.
Now that you're here, you're like known for making people speak and say things they don't want to say. Are you going to do that to us?
This is our show. He can't.
He's unpredictable.
No, we're gonna be like, you lie.
He has this uncanny ability to work his journalistic magic, getting even the most guarded celebrity guests to divert from their PR talking points and reveal details they may not have intended to. Oh, by the way, MacG hates PR talk.
Recently, Cindy, I didn't like Cindy. It was PR, man. Like, what I know.
Yeah, I get that.
And the thing is, most of these people off air, they speak the truth.
On the flip side, if you're a chiller or you've watched MacG for a while,
but they got sponsors,
you've probably
though.
noticed that.
Like, I understand, some people, if you got no sponsors and shit, like, I understand. Some people got sponsors. They can't just go there and run their mouth non-stop and type shit. And also, in the first place, I understand, like, why would you do that podcast in the first place if you feel like you might be scared to ruin your sponsors and shit like this? I understand. I used to talk shit about people who be like, why did he come on the podcast? They're boring. Why did they do that? I got a sponsor. By the way, I got my first sponsor today while I rejected it. It was like, 1,000 rand. It was 1,000 rand. They were offering me more. I said no, and they were offering me more. I don't know more. They were asking me. I just don't feel the sponsor. It doesn't align with me type shit. I've seen people who be like, yo, they get sponsor and then they don't take the sponsor because they don't feel aligned. It's about a game. It's alright. There's nothing wrong with the game. It's just, I don't think I will do a good job with that thing. So I'll be like, nah. I'm about to finish replying to the email and I'll be like, yo, I think this is a wonderful opportunity. I think this is a wonderful platform, but it's not for me, my G.
That has gained a reputation as a pretty crude interviewer, especially when it comes to women. So it raises a simple question, right? Is MacG misogynistic?
So that's the same way with this. If I know I'm not misogynistic,
sure,
and everybody else that I care about knows I'm not, then why
am I trying to prove myself to anyone else?
You understand?
You might remember the controversial interview with TV presenter and rapper Jube Jube, where they shared a laugh at Amanda Dupont's Expanse. Jube Jube casually claimed that she'd smashed Dupont, which led to her posting a teary Instagram video alleging that she had been repeatedly raped during their long-term relationship. The whole scandal really boiled down to whether MacG should have been a little bit more remorseful during that moment.
What did I do wrong?
For Amanda to go out there and say if you've been raped or abused by Mac, then she said do fact check. How the fuck are we gonna fact check what was happening in your relationship with Jub Jub when Jub Jub tells us this and you've never said a word? How the fuck are we supposed to read his mind and fact check that?
Then there's the infamous interview with Ari Lennox.
And where we at right now? Is someone fucking you good right now?
Oh my God! Whoa there.
The tweets that followed were nothing short of shocking. She was essentially reflecting on the interview and initiating a broader conversation about the over-sexualization of women and the misogynistic ways of the modern-day broadcaster. MacG is always in hot water for his
do it, bro. I would do it. I don't care. I would do it for a viral moment. I would do it for views. Amount of things I would do for views. The way I'm so down bad, I would do it, bro. Like, I would ask her, bro, like, when was the last time we got smashed? She got mad and we created beef. I would get into fake beefs just to get views, bro. Oh my God. I'm tired of having 1,000 subscribers. Not bad, but, you know, I would do it.
Prejudice against women. It just never ends. Remember the mean comments he made about Tando?
I love Tando, bro. Like, people think I have something against Tando. I don't.
I tried
I
watching.
genuinely love her, but when I watched that thing, man, bro, the secret to having a reality show, be real.
Yeah.
Or the recent remarks he made about Tyler's rise to fame.
It's all manufactured, dog. Even the numbers are manufactured.
Who?
Tyler, those numbers, they're not real.
But hold on a minute. I think the word misogyny is losing all meaning. There's so much confusion about what actually constitutes misogyny. It's complicated and it's almost simpler to explain what misogyny is not than what it actually is. Sexism, gender-based violence even, is not misogyny. Ageism is not misogyny. Criticizing a woman, if the same criticism can be leveled against a man, is not misogyny. The definitions matter because misogyny, hatred of women because they are women, is a very serious and specific thing. Of course, language matters, right? You can't go around saying bitch all the time. But we really need to stop throwing the word misogyny around so carelessly. I mean, think about it. Labeling everything as misogynistic can blur the lines and take away from the real issue. Now, let me ask you a question. Were the comments directed at Ari Lennox or the ones made about Tyler and Tando really misogynistic? Nasty? Rude? Distasteful? Sure, but not necessarily misogynistic. Misogyny means hatred for women, and MacG can be just as harsh toward male celebrities too.
Because he's the gatekeeper.
So we must ask permission because I'm also dropping it.
Imagine, dog.
From Maporisa.
Yes. I'm like, out of here. What fucking
that's
Maporisa,
not
man?
true. That's not honest.
He's not my father. Him, bro. He can eat a d.
That being said though, we do live in a country where gender-based violence is incredibly high. So yeah, maybe some questions could be phrased a bit more tastefully. But well, the truth is, MacG isn't exactly known for filtering his words. The guy's got a bit of a loose tongue, to put it mildly.
Do you, however, have a loose tongue? Yeah. Yeah, it gets me into trouble.
That's my point, because that's probably what your issue is.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's an issue. I think that's where the beauty lies.
It's all part of a show. People love tuning into someone whose views and language are all over the place, and the chillers are no different. MacG's style is unique, and that's what people like. Which brings me to my first point. MacG sells contrarianism. And let's not forget, MacG isn't just some guy. He's a commercial icon, a performer if you will. He knows what his audience wants and he's giving it to them. No woke police, no mainstream media bias, no corporate filter, just an honest and filtered guy trying to find the truth without worrying too much about whether his language fits the politically correct vibe of the day. MacG is what many could refer to as a shock jock. His seemingly controversial statements are key to understanding his brand, which basically revolves around two words, raw and unfiltered. But truth be spoken, dude is a bit of a wild card. Absolutely no topic is off limits on this show. I mean, we recently had an interview with Wanding Glove where one of the crew members was given head. The social implications of this episode, very controversial. But then again, that's MacG's brand. For as long as I can remember, it seems like not a single year goes by without MacG getting dragged on the internet. He's definitely had his run-ins with cancel culture, and we all know how cancel culture works these days, right? Take one bad incident and blow it up. For MacG, it was those transphobic comments he made on an episode with Saul. That's when things really started to hit the fan. His remarks were at the very least ignorant and insensitive, making it pretty clear there's still a lot of education needed, especially in a country where people are still being ostracized, killed, abused, and raped for just being who they are. We've seen it all though, right? Claims of misogyny, transphobic comments, and the arguably crude style of interviewing. I guess the one question I have is, can MacG actually be cancelled? Or at the very least, what effects does cancel culture have on him?
I think I've been cancelled enough this year. Let's try
It'll
next
help
year.
my podcast.
But the long-term effect is that now you'll always be labeled as a homophobe.
Ah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's what was disheartening to me.
Yeah.
And I've mentioned this on the podcast. Like, I think if I was being cancelled for something that everybody knows, or that is me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for me to be cancelled for something that I'm totally not.
Yeah.
Like, if you've had any conversation with me, if you've worked together, if you've met me, you'll know, everybody knows.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, before that thing, I had Lasizwe on the show.
Yeah, and you were cool.
I had
There was
Silver
none of
Choke,
that.
you know. And, you know, those guys will even tell you that I have no homophobic bone in my body.
So, can MacG actually be
Bro,
cancelled?
I just feel like sometimes
I highly doubt it.
I just feel like sometimes, especially with the rainbow community, you're not allowed to criticize them, because if you do, then you're homophobic. Like, you can criticize everyone. You can say men are dogs because men cheat and want multiple women and whatever. You can say women are gold diggers. You know what I mean? A little bit sensitive there. I mean, you can say women are gold diggers. They change men. They're what. The rainbow community, you can't say shit, bro. You say something, then it means you're homophobic. It's just like, what the fuck? Just the previous thing. You can talk shit about, I think the gender, especially as men, people can talk a lot of shit about us. And like, it's just normal. We don't give a shit. Not that we don't, maybe it depends to what extent. You know, a lot of shit, it's just the society, it is structured in such a way, it is used as like, you can say anything about men and get away with it. With women, you can say a little bit, not too much. You can say a little bit. It depends where you are and context and stuff like that. And then, yeah, everything will be fine. Or you'll be a misogynist. It depends how far you go, you know? But if you repeat it, then you're a misogynist. The rainbow community, you can't say shit. Because if you do...
Have you met the chillers?
Any chillers in the house?
MacG has arguably the most loyal fan base in South Africa, and by the looks of it, Podcast and Chill scratches a certain itch for two types of entertainment and gossip fans. The ones who tune in for great insights from their favorite celebrities, and those looking for a juicy gossip and a good laugh.
No, dude, I have an obligation to always be honest to my chillers. It's chillers first, the rest, everyone else after.
Chillers are like my family.
If anything, MacG is known for pushing limits, right? Quick question. Could there be a point where an apology is just not enough?
When I sat down with Saul, I'm like, fuck, man, bro, how many people are like just me and you? Like, we don't know about this community. Because we said some very distasteful comments out of ignorance.
Ignorance more than anything, yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah.
So how many people out there are just as ignorant as us and don't know about this community? How dope do you think it would be to make this and take it and make it as a teachable moment? You know, we've got this platform. Why don't we do this and teach other chillers and other people who might not know?
In our modern day and age, though, it's
What
very
comments
rare
did
to
you
watch
make
a
about
tough
the
guy,
rainbow community?
celebrity, TV
What
host, dirty comedian with a microphone admit that he's wrong. You typically don't see stuff like this. And when it comes to powerful men in this world, most of the loudest are the ones promoting a confident, macho, nightmare version of masculinity. Now, MacG is a lot of things, dude. Controversial, yes, distasteful sometimes, but he does not represent a toxic version of masculinity. Now, how does an underpaid intern become Africa's podcasting king? Perhaps through humor, riding waves of controversy every now and then, maybe, but beyond the controversial statements, beyond cancel culture and all these internet.
Bro, what I know is that me, I'm hella controversial, bro. And you know what's the problem about being controversial as people like me? I'm egotistic too, man. Would I apologize? Fuck no. It depends what I would say, bro. Oh my god, I don't think I'll apologize, bro. Oh my god. Maybe this is why YouTube is not promoting my videos. YouTube, fucking hell. Today I went live on TikTok without going live or for like 2 weeks on TikTok. I used to average like, I don't know, but it's my first stream. I used to average like 50, 60 viewers on TikTok. Today, bro, I don't even think I crossed 20. Did I cross 20? I don't know. I think I did, but I didn't think I crossed 30 viewers, bro. Maybe it's the first stream after a while, bro.
Shenanigans, to me, MacG represents a solid work ethic and persistence.
Why do you want to be remembered?
As a guy who did dope shit, man.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Just dope shit.
That's it?
I would really like to thank every single one of you people who takes the precious time to listen to me go on this 20-minute long rants. I truly appreciate you people. So yeah, man, let's take this thing to even better heights. It's time to listen to me go on this 20-minute long rants. I truly appreciate you people. So yeah, man, let's take this thing to even better heights. Subscribe, like the video, and do comment. I mean, you're probably a chiller, a long-time chiller who disagrees with a better part of the things that I've said. I'm really looking forward to hearing those opinions. They're valid. Leave them down below. Let's interact. Anyway,
this guy is goated
thank you very
videos.
much.
Oh my god.
See you in the next episode of Pointless Rants.
The most hated man in Amapian. Damn, should we watch this one?
It seems like DJ Coach can finally put his tagline, I will buy your...
Oh, FBK financial difficulties over 8 months. Okay, I don't want to watch that shit. Not now, at least.